It's been a chaotic morning of delays and overcrowding for commuters after a shutdown of TTC's Line 1. This is the second time in 3 days the Yonge-University line has suffered a disruption during the busy morning rush due to signal problems. Chris Glover joins us now outside St. Clair Station. And Chris, it was only a 25-minute shutdown, but any stoppage in the midst of the morning rush is going to cause major headaches for commuters.
Oh boy, that is the understatement of the day. If you weren't caught up in this, call a friend or two. You probably know someone who was. Huge impacts over this major shutdown on the entirety of the line. The TTC says that this service outage was due to a signal issue, and there were big crowds here outside of the station that I'm standing at, like many of the stations, as shuttle buses were operating, but now the trains are back up and running, and a lot of the crowds have now cleared away. The shuttle buses are still operating, the TTC says, to try to help clear up this mess. But 25 minutes of a signal shutdown causing hours of chaos for so many people. Some described it as awful. Others said they were late for their jobs, obviously, given all of this stuff. Some people saying a 30-minute commute turned into an over 2-hour commute. I want you to hear from some of the riders that we spoke to today.
I'm upset because I am already late at work, like an hour.
Just tons of people constantly the entire time. I mean, there were constant announcements saying one thing and then the operators were telling us another. So I ended up just sticking there for a little bit and waiting it out. Usual commute's around an hour. This time it took around 2.5, so.
This is the third time in less than 1 week that we are stuck in the morning during rush hour. And couldn't get to work. I've been on the road for 2 hours now. I took actually one Uber, and then I got this shuttle bus from York Mills, and now I have to take TTC now. So this is not acceptable in our city. We are all, especially during rush hour, this is impacting all Torontonians.
So a little heads up to Toronto bosses, your staff might be late today. Hopefully you'll forgive them given all of these disruptions. And certainly there have been multiple instances of signal problems in recent weeks. Just on Monday, we have some footage that we can show you of what it looked like as there was severe overcrowding, significant delays again, when there was a shutdown on the subway from St. George to Finch. And police, in fact, had to be deployed in that Monday incident because there were just so many issues with overcrowding at some of the subway stations, police helping people safely disperse. And then last week, during the afternoon commute, it was upended after a signal issue shut down Line 1 again. So certainly a lot of problems. The TTC says, though, that it is working to continue to clear the backlog of this day, while a lot of commuters, as you say, had a rough start to their day. Dwight?
As the lady you just had in the piece there said, Chris, this is unacceptable, echoing the feeling of a lot of commuters this morning. Thank you, Chris.